Who is following Blue Therapy? Guys, the craze over this YouTube series is just something else. It's something else, and the issue is like 1001% fake. Yes. Alright, so hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Didi, and if you're coming across my video for the first time, I'd like to say you are welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I do not take that love for granted at all. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please take a few seconds to click on the subscription button and turn on the post notification bell to get notified of new videos. Guys, let's get into the gist. Blue Therapy is 1001% fake. I'll tell you why I said so. The first time I came across Blue Therapy, even if I didn't know what it was initially, was on a friend's WhatsApp status. He posted a few clips of the conversation between Chioma and Paul, and I'm like, okay, this conversation is nice. I didn't even know it was a series. I didn't know anything about it. But then it started creating so much buzz on social media, and then while I was on it on Twitter, I think something got my attention, so that's how I left it. But a friend of mine reached out to me yesterday, and she's like, "Girl, have you seen this this series?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "You need to check it out, and I feel like you should talk about it." Now, after seeing this YouTube series from episode 1 to episode 4, I can totally understand why it was creating so much buzz on social media. So the series is centered around millennial couple, the challenges millennial couples go through, because there are two couples in this series. Everything happens in a therapy session on the couch of a therapist, Denise, who is a white lady. Chioma and Paul, they are Nigerian couple. They are Nigerians, but they are based in the UK. Yes, and there's also Deborah and Jamal. Jamal is a Ghanaian, and Deborah is also a Nigerian. So they are not in the same therapy session now. Do not forget that they are in separate therapy sessions with Denise, the white lady. And the whole conversation, it starts very nicely. Everyone is civil. They are talking, and then the whole craze just starts. The craze starts for Chioma and Paul. Chioma feels like Paul is taking the fake it till you make it to another level, and she's not really up for all of that, because yes, she supports him, yes, she wants him to come home with a bag of money, but she feels like he's doing it like he's taking it to another level, and she's not just coping. I mean, all these issues are being raised, and I feel like my favorite character in that series is Paul, because he takes okay guys, you really need to see Blue Therapy. You really need to see Blue Therapy. So at this very moment of filming this video, we have 5 episodes already, but I've seen just episode 1 to 4. So everything I'm going to be talking about now is going to be based on episode 1 and 4. I feel like these couples are not dating in real life. I feel so, but the issues are real. I could personally relate to a few. The issues are real. The attitudes are real. So for Chioma, she feels like Paul is taking the whole fake it till you make it to another level, and she's not just comfortable with that at all, because she's beginning to feel like his life is fake. She's beginning to feel like everything she knew is fake. But he is of the opinion like, girl, when we met, you were all about, yo, my guy is working, he's getting the bag, he's hard working. I mean, you started with this energy, so why don't you keep the energy? That is actually what he said. Like, yo, you started with this energy, why do you not keep the energy? I feel like that is your problem. But she is like, no, it's not like I do not support you. I support you 100%, but you're doing this thing extra. You're taking it to another level. I mean, in a room of billionaires, you're like the poorest, you're like the only poor person there, but he is like, okay, yes, so if you feel like in a room of billionaires I'm the poorest, who do you think would gain more from these people? Me, of course. and then the whole conversation just goes on, goes on, it goes on. So it's just a lot. She feels like he's doing it. He doesn't have time for her anymore. He wants her to be. Oh yes, the housewife just came up. Yeah. So he's like, I'm doing all of this. I'm working. I'm working. I'm not saying you don't bring anything to the table, but I would just like for you to stay at home, and take care of my business at home. And she's like, what? Housewife? Yes, the housewife just came up. And she wasn't having it at all. Chioma was not having it with Paul at all when he mentioned being a housewife, because from the conversation, he met her on Instagram. She's an Instagram influencer, even if she has a business and all of that. But he met her on Instagram in her DM. So for the other couple, which is Deborah and Jamal, so even during the therapy session, Jamal comes late, and the first thing Deborah complains about is his lateness to everything. Even when they have had agreement that, okay, so we're going to meet up today at so time, he books an appointment with clients. So he's a fitness trainer, he's a fitness person, he's a fitness coach. So even when they have booked appointment, he still goes ahead to fix other things in the time. I know I can totally relate to that. It's so annoying, it's painful. And in this conversation, she also says that he barely communicates this to her, sometimes 5 minutes to the time when they have already agreed, and then sometimes he just runs late, or they have to reschedule, and it happens over time, and she's not comfortable with it. And she's the buy me expensive stuff kind of girlfriend, but he's like, okay, so things have changed. I'm trying to get a house right now. I'm trying to think of the bigger picture, where we are going. This is for me and you. But she's not seeing it in that light. The fact that he's always on Clubhouse, he gives so much attention to Clubhouse. We all know the buzz of Clubhouse. Clubhouse is something else. So let's just even leave that for some other time. So she raises the point of him always being on Clubhouse, having more time for Clubhouse than he has for her, which he says it's not true. You are more important to me. So this couple, they are really in love with themselves. They love themselves, and they want to move further in their relationship. I mean, Deborah and Jamal, they are 1 year into their relationship. They've been dating for a year. Deborah is about 22 or 24. She has a 9 to 5. Jamal is 27. He doesn't have a 9 to 5. He is a fitness trainer, a fitness coach, and all of that. I really like this, and I think I'm going to recommend it to my viewers. I'm going to recommend it to everyone who is watching this video. I'm really going to recommend it to everyone because it is super relatable, especially in this world, in this time we are in now. I mean, Chioma is an Instagram influencer who makes her money from Instagram, and her boyfriend is not comfortable with it. They've been dating for 3 years, and from the conversation, he met her online. So now that they are together, he doesn't want her replying to comments. He doesn't want her replying to people online. I mean, how does that work? That's where she makes her money. Another issue that was raised by Chioma was the fact that Paul's sister takes her to be a nanny. So she says Paul's sister doesn't like her, but even at that, she still brings her kid for her to take care of, while that's Paul's sister, is out partying with friends. She's hanging out with friends, and then she, who is not yet a mom, that Chioma is left to take care of the children. And Paul reacted to this. He's like, if you love me the way you claim to love me, you would love my sister and you will love the kids, because these kids, I love them so much. And on Deborah's side, Deborah feels like Jamal is not giving her as much as he used to give her before. Expensive gifts, Gucci bags and all those kind of things. He used to do it initially when they met, but now he's not doing it. So yeah, that is making her feel like he doesn't love her anymore. So to be fair on Deborah, I know there are some people who have the opinion that Deborah is spoiled, Deborah is this, Deborah is that. because she just wants to take, she wants to take, she wants to take. I mean, there are people who were brought up like that. There are people who has that kind of background, so we shouldn't judge them. I mean, even Deborah mentioned that her father used to do this thing. She grew up seeing her father do this thing for her mother. So I mean, it's the environment she grew up in, it's her background. So you would understand if she expects that from the man she's with. You would understand if that turns out to be her love language. And besides, he was okay with it when he initially started. There are people like that, no jokes. There are people like that. There are people who are on the side of, okay, so let's grow together. You bring, I bring, let's put together, we're a team. There are those people who are also of the opinion that I'm just supposed to chill and you bring everything. That shows that you are a man and you can meet up with your responsibilities. Doesn't mean they're not good people. Doesn't mean they cannot do some other things for the relationship. It doesn't mean they are bad people or they are spoiled. It's just their background. And if the guy is comfortable with it from the onset, I just feel like he needs to keep up with the same energy, or they need to talk about it, you know. Yeah, that's basically it. I'll definitely be bringing you more of these reviews, more reviews from the therapy, from the blue therapy, because guys, this has now become an obsession for me, because I just keep looking at their pictures. Like, I've gone to follow Chioma on Instagram. I've followed every one of them on Instagram. I just really like the show. I really like the TV series. Yes. Even if I've said it before, I feel like it is fake. I feel like it is scripted. They are all actors acting this script out. I'm still yet to be convinced otherwise, you know, even if the director has come out to say that they are a real couple, blah, blah, blah. Please, you guys should convince me. You guys should this. Anyway, but Jamal is like, yo, I'm trying to pay for a house. I'm trying to pay for a house. So all of my money is going into the, can you just understand? And then in fact, at some point, he even asks her, okay, you're saying all of this. What do you bring to the table? And I'm like, what? Anyway, yeah. So she also mentioned that Deborah also mentioned the issue of Clubhouse, how he blocked her on Clubhouse so that she can't see all of the things that he's doing, that what is he doing on there. I just like how the therapist is just there to listen. She's there to listen. She's there to make them talk. Initially, Paul was not talking, but because of the way the therapist was, you know, responding, she wasn't giving her opinion on anything. She was just letting them talk. She was bringing up conversations that would let them talk. She would ask Chioma a question, Chioma would answer. She would ask Paul a question, Paul would answer. And so that was how Paul started talking. I mean, it's an alright show, and I would really recommend it to anyone at any time, any millennial, because I feel like some other people may not understand, but millennials will understand. Millennials will definitely understand these issues that I'm just here to say, I think you need to see that YouTube TV series. So in subsequent videos, in subsequent review of Blue Therapy, I'm going to be doing a proper review, because because I had not followed the show episode 1 like that. I watched everything together. Yeah, that's why I'm having this rushed conversation with you guys. But make sure, I would really like to hear, what you think about it. And yes, so here is the video I talked about.
Even the therapist is not.
She's a legit actress.
Hi, let's talk about hearing aids.
Asia looks good.
Yeah, but with your heart condition, we're going to need to find specialist travel insurance. Is it that much of a problem that a woman in her mid to late 40s is in her dressing gown in her own home? Oh, hello, we haven't met. Caroline Newton-Dunn.
If the therapist is an actress, then what are we saying? The therapist is an actress. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Choma was already in a YouTube TV series, Black Chat, and I'm like, she's also an actress. I don't know. I feel like they will tell us. Although following Deborah online, Deborah said she's not an actress, that it is real. It was not scripted at all, even if, of course, nothing is actually not scripted. Everything is practically scripted, especially on TV. But yeah, she said they are a real couple. But when you check their social media pages, there's no picture of them as a couple. I still stand on my opinion that it is 1001% fake. If you have a contrary opinion, let me hear. If you have a contrary opinion, let me hear. I would love to hear what you have to say in the comment section. So that's about it. Until next time, guys, stay well, stay blessed. I'll see you in my next video. For now, peace out.